But the champ, y'all see what's going on. It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly, and not for me.
Things just got real, everyone. When it comes to calling out the drama, Claressa Shields, also known as the Quote, is not here to play. Rumor has it that she and Remy Ma had a major falling out. And guess what, sis? She did not simply disparage him on social media. In real life, she arrived prepared to take care of business. Yep, you heard correctly. Claressa's demonstration. She is a champion both inside and outside of the ring. What is causing these two to compete against each other? Let we begin, okay? The tension between Remy Ma Papoose and Claressa Shields is more intense than a summer barbecue, so let us get right to the point. Remy Ma is having a hard time believing that Papoose has truly moved on. She seriously disparaged Papoose in his new book just a few days ago, and believe me when I say that she blew up the internet. Remy did not mince words. She threatened to throw hands and went all out, spilling the beans about Papoose's new partner. Here's the gag though, Papoose's recent romantic interest. For the games, Claressa Shields is not present. Sis clapped back, essentially ordering Remy to check her mouth before she caught these hands. All right, Claressa said what she said. I will quickly catch up with you if you are late to the party and have not been following this disaster. So rewind to last year when allegations circulated that Remy Ma had cheated on Papoose, and nobody wanted to accept it. After everything Remy has done for Papoose, he is cheating on her. Keep in mind that this man kept her down for 6 long years while she was in prison. Even while she was incarcerated, he married her. However, after Sis began acting strangely and the warning signs became apparent, Remy did not even bother to wish Papoose a happy Father's Day. Hello, Remy continued to hype him up as the ideal spouse and father, which left fans stunned. A happy Father's Day to himself, and the shade, honey, was what Papoose did in the meantime. To make matters worse, he shared a family photo online without Remy in it. For a man who had to wait 6 years for his queen, family is paramount, according to his caption. In the present, Remy is tearing up the internet by revealing everything about Papoose's new partner and discussing hand-tossing. Okay everyone, get your popcorn ready because this is going to be a messy ride. Remy Ma has made some outrageous charges about her husband, Papoose. According to her, he has been cheating on her with Claressa Shields, the world boxing champion. You read correctly, the quotation from her is bang in the center of this drama. Here's what happened when Remy chose to set the internet on December 11th, 2024, on fire by disclosing some purported text messages between the infant Papoose and Shields. Claressa Shields was lying in my house when the hot dumbass fell asleep on the phone. Shields allegedly told Papoose in one of them, "You're the one who's married if you can't at least sleep on the phone with me, or let me know you made it home safe." After Papoose dozed off during a phone conversation with Shields, Remy apparently discovered these messages. What now? Not letting that go unnoticed, Claressa clapped back, accusing Remy of having none, 2 boyfriends, and to add salt to the wound, she even questioned why this fiasco was dragging their name. Papoose, meantime, did not hold back either. According to his Instagram post, he made some accusations of his own against Remy and declared his desire for a divorce. Sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing the victim I have. Requested a divorce numerous times. She rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. She has to go to school. As you can see, I remained quiet through this all, not to mention the background tea. It is not the first time that Remy and Papoose's marriage has been the subject of infidelity rumors. Recall how people made fun of Remy's friendship with battle rapper Easy the Block Captain last year. The whole Remy Ma and Easy the Block Captain situation is crazy and has been getting hotter for a while. To start, there have been rumors about Remy and Easy for a while, but they have definitely gotten more attention recently. How frequently the two were seen together, and when they appear in public like that, people naturally begin to fit the puzzle together. Everyone initially believed it to be a cordial partnership or even a connection in the industry, but let us just say that the rumors became serious after that. Now, according to him, Papoose has been aware of their connection for almost 2 years. Whether it is true that Papoose did not learn about this until yesterday, it begs the question of whether he was okay with it or whether he has been acting. The event did not occur all this time. Things did not remain quiet for long though, as battle rapper Tay Rock, who never fails to have something to say, basically indicated that Easy had a married girlfriend. Easy, who seems to be very open about it, claimed Papoose knew the entire time, which adds a whole new level of drama. Everyone's thoughts immediately turn to Remy. You are aware of how this game of rumor works. People at work begin to make connections, and suddenly the stories appear to be quite true. When Papoose came out and accused Remy of spending Christmas with Easy, the true mayhem began. Instead of drama and side chicks, Christmas should be about family and love. Papoose went public by sharing a picture purportedly of Remy and Easy together around the holidays, along with a caption, "While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy Ma was now that I finally moved on. She's angry and making up lies. I told her we could divorce like adults. She refuses to do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. I still got the messages of her begging me to lie about the knockout, but who cares? He didn't throw one punch back last time. I saw this chump. He was in the fetal position. Everybody saw it when I knocked him out. Remy Ma woke him up and went home with him. For 4 days, I went home with my daughter. As you can see, she couldn't wait to lie about it. Again, shaking my head, I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. Like you just heard Papoose said, he did not knock him out because he reportedly slept with his wife. But he did not just ignore the accusation, he faced him head on. No, he knocked him unconscious by first shaking his hand, then sleeping with Remy behind his back. Consider how betraying that would be, yet here's the thing, Remy is not interested in it. She has been attacking anyone circulating rumors and denying the affair on social media. She obviously does not mind clapping back. Remy even retaliated against Papoose's charges. She also does not back down from a battle. In fact, she's been asking people to back up their claims, even asking them to present their receipts if they have them. Remy is not going to take these accusations lying down. However, White Simple was not finished either. He said he had even more tea to spill. In order to monitor Remy, Papoose even placed a recording device in her vehicle. Having a full recorder in the car is quite paranoid. There are some major trust difficulties there. If the truth is to be believed, this whole situation extends well beyond what we have shown thus far. There is a great deal of drama, secrets, and betrayal between these three.
Newsflash. The knew months before our battle hit me and holler. The nigga knew already. I know he up there trying to play victim and all of that. They knew. He knew 2 years ago. I ain't gonna lie. Give me don't let the cap y'all up. They knew. He did knew. And I'm gonna tell y'all how he knew. So how he knew is that y'all that y'all think that's so thorough, he put a recording device in Remy's car. So how he knew is he was her fucking car. So like that's how the nigga knew. The nigga's a weirdo. He bugged the car and you couldn't really hear me on the other side, but you could hear her talking to me. So that's how he knew. And it's not cap. I got all the proof. So as soon as he say it's cap, I'm gonna show niggas all the proof. I'm just keeping $1 here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm just say I was under everything that basically already split up already, like motherfuckers.
Here, we must also remember the past. Despite being together for a long time, Remy and Papoose's relationship has been scrutinized for years. Particularly after Remy served 6 years in prison, they have experienced some significant ups and downs. Papoose kept everything together by marrying her while she was incarcerated and supporting her through everything. He was her pillar of support. So, after everything he done, these suspicions of cheating are starting to circulate. I completely see why people are finding it difficult to process. Both parties experience a sense of betrayal, particularly when Easy is included. Furthermore, the drama between Remy, Papoose, and Easy is not the only source of tension. The gossip community is ablaze with stories regarding Remy's purported relationships with other battle rappers, such as Easy, and her participation with other men in the industry. The entire situation is a single, intricate mess. There's obviously more to the story than the superficial charges, especially when you consider that Papoose and Remy's marriage has been troubled for some time. We are currently caught up in a number of contradictory stories. Papoose is making his claims, Easy is over here throwing bombshells, and Remy denies everything. But because Papoose and Claressa are involved in something, the drama is far from ended. Old video of Papoose and Claressa hanging out backstage during one of her shows is now being unearthed. But that's not all.
Champ, y'all see what's going on? It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
Papoose and Claressa's connection has generated a lot of talk, and while there are some compelling signs that they may be closer than they are revealing, We have not received any official word on whether or not they are dating. Although nothing has been formally classified as an item, it is difficult to deny that their interactions appear a bit more than merely pleasant. The fact that the details are a little scattered adds to the situation's juiciness. On the one hand, fans are observing their chemistry, particularly following their public appearances and events together. Naturally, when two individuals with ties to well-known celebrities, such as Papoose and Claressa, are in the same area, people begin to figure things out. However, in a sense, there is still no smoking gun. However, when you take into account Remy Ma's entire predicament, things become much more problematic. There have been rumors of covert relationships and infidelity, and it is difficult to avoid wondering if something is going on there, given Claressa's partial involvement in all of this drama. Was Papoose and Claressa merely friends, or has their relationship evolved into anything more? We are left with a plethora of contradictory accounts because Papoose and Claressa have both kept things quite ambiguous. While some believe the two are just very close and may be spending time together for work-related purposes, others are more inclined to the notion that more is taking place behind closed doors. The reality? It appears that we will have to wait to see if any further official announcements are made. However, we will undoubtedly be keeping an eye out for any fresh indications or clues in the meanwhile. When Claressa Shields retaliated against Remy Ma for all of these charges, she truly fanned the flames. Here's the thing then. Claressa wasn't passive when Remy began making those public assertions. She answered directly and with a lot of vigor. Claressa really retaliated against Remy by claiming that Remy had two boyfriends and asking why she was being included in this drama at all. Let us be honest now. It is quite clear that someone is not just casually participating in the problem when they are calling you out in that way. In addition to clearly defending herself, Claressa's statement seemed to subtly convey that she would not tolerate Remy's criticism of her without responding. Why is this important now? We get the feeling from that angry answer that Claressa may genuinely be emotionally invested in this whole situation. She seemed to be more than simply a bystander in the disaster based on the way she reacted. Is it possible that Claressa has feelings for Papoose that go beyond simple friendship? Maybe. Additionally, it might indicate that there is more going on between them than is being made clear to us. It seems like there is more to this tale than first appears. There may be a little more emotion involved in this relationship with Papoose than just friendship, as evidenced by Claressa's response, which demonstrates her commitment to standing up for herself. This one could get much messier from here, so keep an eye on it. However, you cannot help but feel something when you think back on what Remy and Pap had. In the past, Papoose and Remy Ma led an amazing life together. Prior to all of this nasty conflict, many people their relationship was ideal, and it had some memorable moments that left admirers thinking, wow, this is true love. The main themes of Papoose and Remy's love story were devotion, loyalty, and supporting one another through good times and bad. Long before the suspicions of infidelity began to circulate, this couple was in the news. Most people believed their romance was over after Remy was sentenced to 6 years in jail in 2008. Not Papoose, though. She remained with this man. He completely restrained her. For him, it was ride or die. Papoose did not simply remain in prison while Remy was incarcerated. She was still in prison when he married her. Indeed, he went on record to state that he never questioned that Remy was the one, and they were married in 2008. His devotion was so strong that it set the benchmark for relationships. Papoose was not only present for the fun, he was also present for the bad. In addition to visiting her and writing letters, this man was also taking steps to ensure her freedom. Fans viewed them as the epitome of a dependable, supporting team, and their bond was regarded as one of the most unshakable in hip-hop. Let us fast forward until 2014. Papoose is waiting for Remy with welcoming arms when she leaves prison. As they reconnected, the entire world watched. Their romance was definitely one to remember. Remy even acknowledged that Papoose played a significant role in her achievement upon her release from prison. He encouraged her to regain control of her profession by being at her side the entire time. At this point, they began to develop into the couple goals that we all know they are. Their union was based on mutual respect and support, in addition to their strong emotional bond. They prioritized their family despite the fact that their careers were still growing. Papoose and Remy's constant public adoration was adored by fans. It was evident that they shared an unbreakable friendship, whether they were on the red carpet, at award presentations, or just on social media. Their shared experiences gave viewers hope that they could overcome any challenge, including the highs and and lows of the entertainment business. Everything appeared to be in order for them: loyalty, love, and expanding family. Remy's pregnancy journey was one of the most talked about events of their marriage. Papoose supported her both physically and emotionally during the highs and lows of her pregnancy. During this time, his devotion to her was so evident that their fans could not contain their excitement. It was impossible not to admire their relationship. Papoose was the perfect companion and protector. The way they put up a united face was what truly made their relationship stand out. In both their personal and professional lives, they worked together as a team. Together, they were establishing their careers, with Papoose acting as their manager, advisor, and of course, spouse. The way they made it a point to publicly honor one another on every anniversary, significant occasion, and milestone. Remy was constantly being hyped up by Papoose, who reminded everyone that he was her biggest admirer. This was a partnership based on respect, selflessness, and unwavering loyalty rather than merely love. Papoose's portrayal of the devoted husband elevated it to a new level. He stated that he was fully committed to the long term, regardless of the consequences. He was adamant that Remy was his queen and that he would not abandon her. They seemed to have an indestructible image. Nobody could stand in their way. It appeared that their union could withstand everything, including the demands of celebrity and the intense attention of hip-hop culture. Fans find it much more difficult to comprehend the present turmoil with Claressa and the cheating claims because of this. They went from being a picture-perfect couple who were completely faithful to one another to suddenly being accused of adultery on both sides. We seem to be witnessing two quite different aspects of this connection. The drama begins at that point. Therefore, it is evident that Papoose and Remy had something that people liked when you reflect on their incredibly devoted marriage. Together, they endured many trials, and they not only made it through the difficulties, but flourished as a team. They truly appeared to be the kind of pair that could overcome anything. And Papoose's devotion to Remy was unparalleled. However, it is difficult to avoid feeling as though Remy, Papoose, and Claressa's idyllic romance may be coming to an end, given the cheating suspicions and constant back and forth between them. Who could have predicted this after all that? The situation is currently chaotic and only consists of accusations being made and denied. Who is being honest? Who is telling lies? Time will tell. Tell us how you believe this whole issue will turn out.